The National Census exercise, which commenced on 10th May, is expected to be concluded by the end of today in most parts of the country. However, according to the UBO's Executive Director, Dr. Mukiza, there is a special dispensation for areas where there was disruption in the census at the beginning.
As per midday today, we had covered 93.1% of the targeted households, meaning that we are remaining with 7%. Those who do not start on the first day of enumeration have been given a waiver to continue and cover for the days they do not enumerate until they finish their assignments.
Despite misgivings by some, John Sekamate Sebuliba, a demographer and president of the Population Statistics Association of Uganda, says the extension of the enumeration exercise should not be viewed as incompetence by UBOs.
In the case of the census, it's not a race to the finish. It is a sure movement to total coverage. And that's why we gave ourselves a period of 10 days, so within which to start, allow for false starts, improve the pace, but at least you are sure that at the end of those 10 days, you've covered everybody. So it has been a learning experience. Technology was being used for the first time by most people. These are the handheld tabs. So many of them got off to a false start.
Several voices have come out to doubt the exercise and whether it will provide the essential information about the population. However, Sekamate says there are several ways of verifying that the census results are factually sound, one of them being a comparison with existing documentations.
UBOS has documents where they have projected the population, from so many, using the previous census. So we have some expectation of what the population should have been at this time in 2024. That is the first assessment we can make.
Another way to go is through the civil registration system, but Sekamate concludes that he finds Uganda's system of tracking population numbers lacking.
If we had a functioning civil registration system, that would be a very, very powerful tool for assessing the census in terms of accuracy and coverage, but mainly coverage.
A more realistic way of assessing the validity is through conducting a post-enumeration survey.
It is a sample, so you don't have to go through the nightmare of the entire national count. So you just take a national sample of the population, and then they will produce for you, a very reliable data set. Now, you can use that data set, the post-enumeration survey data set, to assess the coverage of the census.
I've noted there are wrong elements that develop tactics of writing on the gates of residents as if they have been counted. And we are forthwith informing police to be vigilant, and if you find anybody who is writing when is unauthorized, that person should be held to account for that action.
Patrick Senyondo, NTV.